Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ethan or TheEreader. This is season 1, episode 28 of the TheEreader podcast. And this is my 2021 March wrap up. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ethan or TheEreader, and I already said that. This is my March wrap up of 2021. This was the third month. Not the best month, but I quite enjoyed the books I read, and I read pretty slow, so I'm proud of what I did this month. All the books I will be talking about will be my reviews will be in the description, so I won't be talking much about these books. And there's a spoiler-free and spoiler talk about these books in the review that will be in the description. So the first book I read this month was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I read this pretty early in the month. I finished it on March 7th, The Final Empire, and it was pretty good. Not gonna say much, obviously, because you can go check out the spoiler-free review if you haven't read it. But I gave this book 5 stars. Amazing. Probably it's up there in top 5 favorite top 5 favorite books of all time. Next after that, I read Mistborn: The Wealth Ascension, which I finished on the 14th of March. So both those books took me a week to read. So Mistborn: The Wealth Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I give this book a 4 star. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I still liked it. It was pretty good. And so yeah, you can check out that review too. If you haven't read the book, there's a spoiler free. The third book I read in March is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. And I gave this book 5 stars as well. This book was amazing, and I finished this book on March 24th. So I kind of had a break there. I didn't read much between the 10 days. It didn't take me 10 days. It only took me like 4 or 5. But I just took a break in the middle of March. And the last book I read in March was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. And I gave this book a 4 stars. But to be honest, I don't think it really deserved a 4 stars. I think it really deserved a 3 or a 3.5 out of stars. I think when I finished it, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good book, but it's a book that you kind of have to wait on, and then your real opinion. And I waited a week, and my real opinion is it wasn't. It 3 is good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there wasn't really a plot. And that's what makes a good book. You have to have a good plot. And if there's no plot, then you can't there's nothing to judge on, if that makes sense. And I finished it March 27th, so 3 days after. And those are the 4 books I read in March. I mean, not the best month per se, but I'm planning to really read a lot in April. And yeah, so you can check. I will be posting my April TBR after this video on the same day. So check out for that. And if you're not watching this on April 1st, then go check out that video right now. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. These books were pretty good books, and I'm excited to see if the books in April that I'm gonna read are good. So, short video. This I'm Ethan or the season 1, episode 28 of the E-Reader podcast, and this has been my March wrap up. Thanks for listening. See you next time.